Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, how are
Hey.
you doing? Okay, right now we have a live audience of 0 members, so I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes before people join. But in the meantime, I will just introduce myself. Oh my God, Oscar is here. Creature next, you guys, is Oscar, and he's gonna be one of the students this summer. So that's really exciting. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shreya. I am the head of community and people operations at Bit Project. And I'm also one of the co-hosts of this show called The Campfire. Daniela, do you want to introduce yourself?
Awesome. Hi, I'm Daniela. I am part of the partnership team and the student experience team here at Bit Project, and I'm also one of the co-hosts for the Campfire.
Yep. And Julia, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm one of the student instructors, and I was part of the second cohort for the serverless camp, and I'm also one of the co-hosts for the Campfire.
Beautiful. So before we get started in the actual guest part of this, Daniela, could you tell us a little bit about what this show is all about?
For sure. So the Campfire Weekly Talk Show is a great spot that we can kind of showcase students' projects from previous camp iterations. So in the past, we've had a price checker, we've had Dine the Distance app, and then a PDF converter presented. And we have fun live streams such as today as a prep for the upcoming BitCamp.
Perfect. So today our lovely special guest is going to be none other than Daniel Kim. Hello, Daniel. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing great as well. So for our audience that probably knows you, but in case they don't, could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what are you doing here, man?
I wore a collared shirt for this, but it's not collared.
Wow.
So let me do that real quick. So hi, my name is Daniel. I'm the president of Bit Project as well as a senior developer advocate at New Relic. And what am I doing here? Shreya just called me on her bat phone and was like, Daniel, we have a serious meeting today. And I was like, okay. So
Okay.
I'm here.
I love the dramatic reenactment of it. Could you tell us a little bit about your background, what got you into tech, what got you to be here in Bit Project today?
Yeah, so my background in tech is that, I've been in tech for officially 10 months now. I just checked on LinkedIn. I started my first tech job in July of 2020, which is quite wild. And I got into tech because I really love the impact that tech has. Because it is with so little relative people, we can make such big impacts in the world. And I wanted to make a positive impact with the work that I do. So that's why I love tech. That's
awesome.
so generic, but
Yeah. I mean, we know you have an awesome backstory, but we can get into that another time. I know Julia has some questions for you. So Julia, do you want to go ahead and take the lead on that?
Yeah, sure. So sounds like we're doing a different kind of final presentation for all the students' projects, a Serverless Days conference. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah. So one of the reasons that I became so involved with developers and with developer advocacy was because I went to my first tech conference when I was in college. And it was such a magnificent experience, seeing all these experts talk about what they love and are super passionate about. So what I wanted to do is kind of bring that experience to students, even though it's kind of the pandemic and in-person events are not happening as much anymore. But I really wanted to give that experience to students. So instead of having just a regular live stream at the end of the bootcamp, we decided to make it an official tech conference. So students have the opportunity to not only speak at a tech conference, but also network and learn from and talk to other engineers and other experts in the industry so they can learn more and get excited about serverless.
That sounds really cool. So how is this different from the regular live streams that we've done in the past for the past cohorts?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the main difference is that we're going to have amazing leaders from the serverless and cloud world speaking and kind of networking with the students. So we have developer advocates, we have engineers, product managers from all these big companies that'll be coming and talking about their experience getting started with serverless. And working with students and talking about how everyone should be using serverless. So that'll be really interesting.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be really fun experience for everyone, not just the students. And it sounds like the audience involved too is going to be a little bit different from the regular live streams. Could you tell us about that too?
Yeah, so this conference is actually targeted at both developers who are really experienced, who are looking to get into serverless, and also for students with no programming experience, getting inspired by students building awesome, cool projects with serverless. Those are like the main audiences that we're targeting. And we're super excited about that because I feel like for me, I get so inspired when I see someone with very little programming experience just rolling up their sleeves and getting a huge project built in 8 weeks and talking about the things that they faced, the challenges they faced, as well as things they built, like talk about their accomplishments. It's so inspiring. So I want to bring that to more and more people. Oh, wait, the Twitch is not streaming anymore. I think it's on your end. It's streaming on my end.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure.
So. Okay, it's working on Oscar's end too, so.
Okay, cool.
And so what type of projects do you anticipate or want to see on this Serverless Day conference?
Yeah, so I have no idea. That's the magic of it. I don't know anything. It could be a flying toaster. It could be anything. Because Creature Next actually did a project for a hackathon that was this weekend, or not this weekend, yesterday, where he built like a space themed app. So it could be anything, which is what I'm so excited about.
That's awesome. And are there any project tracks or anything along those lines that you'll be having during this conference?
Yeah, honestly, there's so many different ones that like I don't want to reveal everything. I think we should reveal it closer to the date. But I'm most looking forward to the whimsical track where people build kind of silly, awesome projects that showcase the full power of serverless. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Awesome. Do you not want to mention the names of the track?
I don't know if I should. Should we? Reveal
I think
that?
we should because our interactive activity depends on it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't caught up. Wait, Shreya, maybe you should announce it since you're the director of community.
Okay, for sure. I got really nervous there for a second. I was like, are we not allowed to? But yeah, so we have 3 projects. One of them that Daniel mentioned is the third track, which is going to be entertainment, creativity, and socialization. That's kind of like the whimsical one where if you have an artistic side that you really want to bring out, you can go ahead and do that. And this means that we're looking for project ideas that are related to these 3 topics. But as you can tell, they're very vague. So you can always just kind of like find APIs that work for your interest, kind of build a really cool front end, do whatever you want to. It's all about exploring your ideas. And then the other 2 tracks that we have is track number 1, Earth, Environment, and Sustainability, which is, as you can tell, a lot about, the environment, what we can do as developers to help protect it and to help kind of like improve the experience for nature as a whole and become better human beings. And then track number 2 is productivity, health, and medicine. So that's kind of like how we as people can help each other live better lives, kind of use our resources to extend resources out to other people as well. If you have ideas for additional tracks, feel free to let us know. These might change a little bit before the camp itself starts. But yeah, that's what we have so far. Daniel, do you want to add anything to that?
No.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm joking. Honestly, these are just meant to be guidelines. And we're super excited to see whatever you come up with because that's the fun of it.
Yep, that's definitely
You can build whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do next is actually the interactive activity part of this, since everyone in our audience today are students that have been accepted into the program. So you probably already have started thinking about your project idea. I know when we met, you already kind of had to start thinking about it then. So I'm going to throw a Figma link into the comment section over here. If you already have a Figma account, that's great. If you click on it, you should automatically be able to edit it. If you don't have a Figma account, go ahead and create one. And then once you log in, go to this link and then you should be able to edit it. And it's just kind of like a virtual whiteboard space where we want to start talking about what ideas you have that can fit into these categories. if you already know exactly what you're going to do, feel free to throw it in there, add your name so that other people can see that it's yours and can take ownership over it. And if you have no idea where to start, what type of project to build, this is a great place to kind of check out what other people are thinking and maybe get some inspiration from that as well. I will ask our awesome guests and hosts, Daniel, Daniela, and Julia, to also throw in some ideas in there if you have some. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to talk to us in the chat.
Yeah. And also, I mean, if you have an idea, it might not be perfect, but throw it down there anyway, because it's probably a good start. Like most ideas are either like too extreme maybe, or a little too lofty goals, but it's going to be a good baseline. And even if it isn't a great baseline, if you want to change it, that's totally fine. This is just, brainstorming activity, and it's great to just come up with cool ideas. I mean, because serverless works with so many different brainstorming and different ideas. It's great.
Yes. I don't know why someone has the Shregupta name, but whoever you are, you're not me, because I see 2 Shreguptas. Oh, it might be.
Do you wanna read my first track idea? Because I'm very proud of it.
Daniel Kim. Daniela, do you want to go ahead and read it?
I love the delegation.
Where is it?
Sorry, it's on the top left of project track 1.
Project track 1. The boba carbon removal. I love it. Okay, so the first idea we have is boba carbon removal app, which provides carbon offsets for boba drinking to make sure boba drinking is sustainable. I love that. That's
yeah,
as someone who drinks a lot of boba, that would be something great to have.
Definitely. So there's actually companies and APIs out there. If you don't know what an API is, don't worry. But there's an API out there where you can kind of tell it like, so each like time I get a boba, like it produces a certain amount of carbon, and you can actually use the API to pay companies to actually remove that amount of carbon for you. So you can automate this process.
That is so cool.
I know, right?
What is going on with the boba? We love boba over here. Okay, no judgment.
Based on.
Oh my God, did you guys hear about the boba shortage?
I did.
It's a thing. Yeah, there's not a lot of boba left.
I almost tried to make my own, but I was very unsuccessful.
Did you try to make it like from scratch, like with the dough and everything?
No. I had like the pre-made tapioca balls. Still was very unsuccessful.
I have to confess, before I was part of Bit Project, I had no idea what boba even was.
I think we should try to end the stream now. I feel like that is too traumatizing for me to understand.
Hey, at least it's promising that after joining Bit Project, she knows now. Exactly. Like. That's so funny. I love seeing like on the Figma, just like everyone's mouse move around. It's so pretty and colorful. Woo! I'm gonna like stalk people.
I love your one on Project 2, Daniel. How many bobas do you deserve?
I love how there's like a good theme. Like Daniel's not gonna let the boba thing go right now. I was stalking Ganning. Where did he go? There he is. I was like, Doctor. Ooh. I love these names. Like they're so creative. Speed Force. Weatherwear. Ooh.
It always takes me forever to come up with a name for anything. Oh my goodness.
I know for Anita and I, who are both in the student experience team, we're coming up with some ideas for some social events during the bootcamp, and we were trying to come up with some good fake startup names. It is actually quite difficult. It's tough.
Did you come up with anything?
We came up with a few, but still going through it.
Okay.
I have some startup names. Like my startup name is Wigs for Babies. It provides
I love
hair
that.
pieces for kids 5 and under.
It's important. It's a market that hasn't been reached yet.
Yeah, 100% of babies under 5 have receding hairlines. Like, it's a problem.
Oh
It
my
is.
god. Wow.
Wait, should I read mine? Like on the
Which
track
one?
3.
Track 3, boba dance. This will automatically tell you which boba to get. No more worrying. Panda milk tea for the 10,000th time. Yeah, that's my thing. I have really bad luck with trying new flavors. So if I try one thing, like in my case, panda milk tea, love it. I will never take anything else. I will always get that.
It's
Kinda
tough to find a
sad.
good combo.
Yeah, exactly.
I think all of my project ideas are amazing, honestly. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love the second one. That one, I feel like I would have ID'd.
I think we can.
yeah.
Which one?
How many bobas do you deserve?
Yeah.
That should be a
No
branch
shit.
of the serverless curriculum, how to create a boba-related project.
Honestly,
Its own category.
we need to fix the curriculum, guys. We need more boba in there. Oscar's like, what's the opposite of a receding hairline? Is it an enroaching hairline? Is that the problem you're gonna solve? I think I overestimated the number of boxes we would need.
I can come up with multiple. Like, I have
Yeah.
multiple ideas.
Go for it. Go ahead and add them in. Also, if you guys didn't add your names, go ahead and add them so that we know who you are and like what ideas you came up with. Julia. Yeah. Oscar, you're right. Babies is a big market. Like, actually, though, babies are a huge market. You can get parents to buy anything for their kids at this point. Oh, we should have background music. I say this every week and I always forget to find background music.
Oh, yeah. It's cool how every project kind of ends up being developed around like a cause, even though like sometimes the cause is like for your own good. Like the one I remember the project that I created because I wanted it, not necessarily because it was going to solve a world problem. But I loved how Evelyn's hers it was about it was flux, right? And it was about carbon or energy fluctuations. That was really cool. Like that could be used to reduce the carbon footprint, right?
Yeah, honestly, I really like that as well. Let me see if I can find the link to her project on her website. I hope we posted it.
I love the response to one of my ideas. How much ramen is too much ramen? No such thing. Maybe that wouldn't be the best.
No, you can never have enough ramen.
This
you
is
know?
true.
There's like a gradient and everything. Like this is
Yeah.
real.
I am very serious about this assertion, you know.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll give it another 15 seconds and then we'll stop the project idea making for today.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Fancy you.
Is that a song? Is that a K-pop song?
Yeah, it's my amazing singing voice.
Is that
I'm known
twice?
for it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone at Bit Project knows Daniel as the guy who sings and is going to be a singer one day, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm so like close to breaking out into the US market. You know?
Oh my God. Okay. So for the time being, I will change the edit permissions for this file to view only again, so we can take a pause on this, but we will be back to this document in the summer. So keep thinking about your ideas. If you weren't able to think of something today, that's totally okay. You have like a whole month before the program actually starts, or like 3-4 weeks. Think about like what types of APIs you want. For us, we're going to go through your projects and see if we can like develop some cool workshops around the ideas that you did bring up today. But yeah, is there any cool idea that you guys want to talk about right now on this list?
Yeah. Have you seen the second idea I have called Shreya Reminders? It's under the Earth, Environment, and Sustainability track.
I was just gonna be like, bye, I'm leaving. That would be I feel like this is going to serve a really important purpose. I definitely think you should make this, Daniel.
We actually have it in our curriculum. This is how our students are going to learn how to do timer triggers.
That's right.
And week 3.
Is it actually? I swear. I will cry if you put that in there.
At 2 a.m., you might get like 35 notifications being like, ask Shreya, have you done it? Yeah.
Oh my God. Awesome. We also have one with Julia called the Daily NASA Pictures. Julia, do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, sure. So just using the NASA API for the daily pictures. And you use Twilio, you sign up, and sends users their daily, because they have every day, I think they have like a daily picture of something in space. That's cool. So send that to users every day.
Perfect. And Daniela, do you have any projects that we haven't spoken about that you want to point out?
On the third one, weatherware, I'm not sure if there's a weather data API, but I'm sure there is somewhere. And I can never figure out what to wear because of the weather. So that would be I'm sure there's many of them, but this would be a better one.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like someone did, wait, Julia, was it
really?
yours something similar to that?
Yeah, actually I used
No
the
way.
Open Weather API. That was really great.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
I saw one that really took this one, Alien Spotter. I have no idea who wrote this, but they said that we have to use the Alien API that notifies users about recent alien sightings or UFOs. And that would be so cool if we had that. Like, I want to get reminders every time someone thinks they saw a UFO.
That was mine. I forgot to put my name down.
Julia. We have a Doctor from Ganning that is an app that tells patients if they're suffering from a serious illness or just a less serious one. Oh yeah, I think you talked about this in your interview too. It takes into account patients' previous conditions. This is a very important thing to build, honestly. If you're able to make something like that, even if you can't complete it in our program, definitely, I'd love to see that.
I think that would be really cool to have, especially because WebMD tells you you're going to die no matter what. So
there's one called Speed Force, which is a car crash reporting tool for your emergency contact and nearby users. That's awesome. Oh my God. Yeah. That'd be really important.
It was inspired by Danny.
Was it? Oh yeah, for sure. That was from Oscar. Thanks, Oscar, for putting that there. Let's see, is there anyone? There's a COVID reminder, but I don't know if that means to like remind you to get COVID or like not sure where you were going with that one. That's okay. Let's see, is there anyone that isn't? Oh, Eileen made one called One For You gift recommendations. Oh my God, I need this.
That would be awesome.
You do. You do need that. I'm joking. I'm messing with you.
This is not a roast, Shreya. Okay. Did I miss any? Okay, I think that's all that we have for today. Thanks so much for joining, guys. It was really nice to get a chance to kind of like check out your ideas, talk a little bit more about them.
Oh yeah, before we like let them go, could we have them ask any questions while we're here? about the camp or what we're going to be doing, because I feel like that's really important.
Yeah,
No?
if you have any
Yeah?
questions, drop them in the chat so we can talk about it.
I have some suggestions for questions, like, why are you so cool, Daniel? Like, what?
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Nice
have a
shirt.
question. I have a question.
What's up?
Why are you so cool, Daniel?
Oh, I was just like, I'm just cool naturally. Just comes natural.
Naturally born this way.
Oh, what's your favorite boba flavor? That's a really good question. I've been really into fruit teas as of late. Like, I really like yuzu, like sparklers now, with lychee jelly. That's like my
Oh, I
go-to.
love that.
Yeah, yuzu. I'm getting obsessed with yuzu.
Hi, Lily's here. Hi, Lily.
Is Discord the best place to interact with each other? So we are going to actually be onboarding everyone to Slack, because last time we had a interesting mishap on Discord when we realized that people use Discord with their friends, and
Oh yeah, there were interesting situations.
there were interesting situations.
For
So we
the
are
time-
moving everything into Slack.
Yeah, for the time before you get onboarded to Slack, yes, around a week before the camp starts, you will be added to the Slack, like the week of orientation. So at that point, you can join us there. Lychee is
And
honestly,
then you get 24/7 access to me.
literally, you message him at any point in the day or night, he will respond. What is
yeah,
yuzu?
I got these yuzu shrimp trip. Yuzu, you don't know what yuzu is, Shreya?
No, what is it?
It's like isn't it like a citrusy type of fruit?
Yeah, it's like a citrus. It's like an orange, but it's like
Like
better.
lemon and orange, sort of.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's delicious. Oh yeah, it's so good. Lychee is
That
so
is
good. Yeah.
what it is. Yes.
Yeah, so I think something that I'm super excited about that we haven't done before is our kind of focus on pair programming this time around, because that's something that's very important to me, at least as a developer, as I have been improving in the last 10 months from being a terrible developer to a slightly less terrible developer.
You mean a brilliant developer. You're so good at developing, Daniel.
I'm so good. Oh my gosh.
best.
I am the best, you know. I don't even know
Oh
any
my
famous
God.
developers. So I was gonna be like Shreya who, but like I don't know any famous developers. So anyways.
I hate
Yes.
you.
So I'm super excited about the pair programming, because every single mentor and student session will be a pair programming session where you're gonna work on code together. And honestly, like the fastest way I've learned in the last couple of months when I'm like learning new things is by asking a lot of dumb questions, to the point where they're like, my engineering mentor was like, did you just ask that question? I was like, yes, I did. You know, I did ask that question. Oh, this was in Zoom calls. This wasn't even on Twitch. So yeah, that's my favorite way to learn. So I want to share that with everyone.
I know next week we're actually going to have Daniela over here, as well as her partner in crime, Anita, be guests on our show. And they're going to tell us about student experience, which will include things like pair programming with your mentor, work sessions, social events, all sorts of stuff that she and Anita have been planning, working really hard on over the last few weeks. So that's going to be really exciting. No dumb questions. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have. Daniel.
There are dumb questions. There are, but it's okay if you ask them, you know. It's okay, you know, if they're dumb questions.
But yeah, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining.
Wait. 30
What?
minutes? No, wait. I want to like talk to these people, you know, especially since. Okay, I guess bye.
That's it. Bye.